G'day, como está? Well, on targets this morning. Just a heads up. I've finished the mail merge, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the few tech things that I know how to do when sending a number of emails. You can do what's called a mail merge, where you shove one text, one actual message, and you can email it in bulk to literally hundreds of people. So I've just finished doing the mail merge, and I'll tell you where this mail merge is going. All sorts of weird places, ladies and gentlemen. At 8:32 tonight, this evening, at 8:30 p.m. New South Wales time, I'm going to be checking the internet. If a certain channel hasn't disappeared, I'm going to be hitting send on the mail merge, and it's going. I'll tell you who it's going out to. Woodruff County Courthouse, which is on the North 4th Street and corner Spruce Street. So it's going to the judge's office. It's going to the county clerk's office, which is on 500 North 3rd Street. It's going to the Arkansas Farm Bureau at 1000 Highway 64 Augusta, which is in Woodruff, and in Yell at 64 Key Street. It's going to all these offices, care of and on behalf of Michael and Lisa Chappell. That will be who they see it's coming from. So they're all going to look at it because they all know who these people are. It won't be coming from GD Mead. It'll be coming from Mike and Lisa Chappell, because that's who this guy represents. That's who Dixon represents. So we'll send it in their name. The University of Arkansas, the Division of Agriculture in Woodruff, Augusta. Two of the largest farms in the McCrory district, which is also Woodruff County cotton plant, MD Thompson and Son, and the Morris family farms, which are, like I say, in McCrory. We're sending us all to them, sending all the information that Stacey Dixon is the person he is, employed by these people, and we're letting them know that this is what's going on. I think that the Chappell's phone is going to be running mentally hot at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow, because 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night will be 6:30 a.m. today. They'll just be waking up, and their inboxes we're going to be loading all these places up, and they're going to go, oh my God, I better get on to Adam and Lisa and find out what the hell's going on. It is going to go viral. So then there's another bloke in McCrory, Dallas Peebles. And Mr. Peebles has a pumpkin plantation that just got flooded. So he's in a bit of dire straits at the moment. He didn't lose all his pumpkins, but I'm going to be sending him a message along with all these details about who Stacey Dixon works for and what he does, and while he's working for them. And, see what Mr. Peebles has got to say. So that's just some people. Just as a bit of a novelty, we're also going to inform the Crispy Crunchy Chicken place, which is about the only takeaway and food shop in Cotton Plant. Obviously, Dixon goes there, so we're going to let them know. We're going to give them links to, and we're going to send them different stuff about what Dixon gets up to while he's in the tractor on the farm, and how he has run down the life of a deathly ill boy in the Philippines and thinks it's funny. How he makes up fake, filthy, disgusting Facebook pages about people and then does dirty stories on them, and how he loves to get online with pedophiles and sick people and talk about sheep sex and goat sex and Adolf Hitler and pedophiles and homosexual. I mean, we're just going to let everybody know. And we'll give them links. And like I say, the mail merger took me, since I put up and told you what was going on, it's taken several hours, but I finally finished it. So we're going to go as far away as Hazen, just out of Little Rock. And we're going to be sending it to hotel owners, like the Hurley House in Hazen, which is like a motel hotel. We're going to be letting people in Little Rock know all about this, on behalf of the fact that Stacey Dixon has had his chance to put it away, but he didn't take it, and he's exposing his employer to this shit. That's what kind of dog he is. He's been given the opportunity to keep his employer's names out of it, but he hasn't taken his channel down. He hasn't done his ass. He hasn't done the right thing. So we're just letting everybody know who Lisa and Michael Chappell have on their hands. What else have we got? We got Woodruff County hometown news Facebook page. Woodruff County City County Hometown News Facebook page, where all things Woodruff County on Facebook come and go. And we're going to be dumping that video there for everybody to see. Care of Lisa and Adam Chappell of Macrorie, because that's where their business is actually registered. But it's still in Cottonplant. There's a mobile food truck called CJ's Cajun Station. We're going to send them the details just for fun, because it's obvious, it's pretty, like dollars to donuts that this imbecile will probably frequent that place. But don't you think that somebody who runs a mobile food truck will be absolutely fascinated and willing to shout it out to every customer comes along that he's got this email from this guy in Australia all about Stacey Dixon and what's involved in it and what he's doing and what he's carrying on about? I can see this being traded from mouth to mouth to mouth all over Cottonplant, all over Woodruff County and halfway around Arkansas. So we'll be letting the good folks who own CJ's Cajun Station know what's going on. The Arkansas Farm Bureau, they're holding at the moment elections for dozens of families, and one of them is going to be Arkansas Farmer of the Year. And there's dozens of them named, and their locations and their details. I mean, I've got that all printed out. And this competition for Farmer of the Year for Arkansas is being run by a crowd called the Arkansas Farm Bureau, and it's run by Steve Eddington and Jason Brown. And I've got their contact details, and I'm going to be sending them all the details on Stacey Dixon to say, well, he's obviously not going to win the Family of the Year, is he? So we'll also be sending the details to all these dozens of farmers that have been listed and given contact details as being into this competition for Farmer of the Year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Terence Scott at Woodruff County Farmer K8 News, Jonesboro. Now, Jonesboro is 72 miles away, northwest of Cottonplant. It's only 72 miles up the road. K8 News in Jonesboro. We've got the details of their newsroom and their reporters and their columnists, and we're going to be sending it. Like I say, the mail merges in. All these email addresses have been loaded. There's dozens of them. Now, I've got the email as a draft, and all I have to do tomorrow is open the draft and hit send. And this email is going to be going to all these places, hundreds of them, dozens of them. The Democrat Gazette, the Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette, very popular and well-read, I don't know if you want to call it a newspaper or whatever. The managing director there is a guy by the name of Steve Perozek, or Perozek, Perozek. He's the managing director, or the managing editor, it says. So we've got his email address, and everybody on his staff, all his reporters, all his columnists, every division, and I've got so many divisions of different people on this Gazette thing that goes around Arkansas. All their email addresses are on it. So they're all going to be getting together at morning tea or lunch, and they go, hey, did you get an email today from this guy in Australia? We better look into this. I mean, it's crazy what he's saying. Yeah, we better check this out. So, besides K8 News in Jonesboro, the Northwest Arkansas Democratic Gazette and the managing director and everybody on their staff is going to get this in their inbox. Now, we found out that KATV in Newport, which is not so far away from Cottonplant, also does a lot of exposés and stories on how at the moment things are really, really tough for Arkansas farmers. And that at the moment they're predicting that 1 in 3 Arkansas farms is going to go bankrupt in the next few months because of the subsidy cuts, because of the weather, because of the tariffs, because of the trade deficits. but 1 in 3 farming operations is going to go bust. There's going to be a shitload of farm boys out there looking for work. So what happens if Dickhead gets fired, which is on the cards? So I don't think that Lisa and Michael are going to want to have a bar of him after all this. They're going to dump him like a ton of bricks because farm labour is going to be so cheap, and a dime a dozen, it's not going to be funny. There are going to be farm labourers looking for work all over Arkansas. The Arkansas Supreme Court at 625 Marshall Street, Little Rock, has all these divisions. And we're going to be sending it to them saying, this is where subsidies from the US Department of Agriculture go. This is how their subsidies are being used to pay this fool. What do you think Mike and Lisa Chappell are going to do? How are they going to explain all this to all these people? Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, all these email accounts are in one mail merge, in my computer, in a draft, ready to get hit. All I got to do is hit send, and I'll do that at 8:32 p.m. tonight, as promised. I'm not waiting a second longer. I'm not taking any excuses. I don't care. I don't give a shit. There's no more negotiation with this imbecile. He either does what he's asked to do and saves himself the wrath of his employers and the absolute ostracising in his community for what he's doing and what he's done, and everybody knowing what an animal he is and the creeps and the scum that he associates with, or I'll hit send on a mail merge. Now, I don't know what will happen with that, but I don't think that the Chappells will be happy about that, do you? I don't think they'll be happy about it at all. Because it's all going out in their name, because he's their spokesman. He's making these videos from their property while they employ him, while they pay him by the hour or by the week or by the day or whatever, while he's driving their equipment on their land, doing their work. They're responsible and liable for him doing what he's doing. They can explain it to all these organisations why he's been given the chance to keep their name out of it, but he's not taken it. He's that arrogant, he's that stupid, he's that much of an imbecile that he can't see the writing on the wall when it's put to him in plain fashion. He really is an imbecile because he's not going to do it, and I don't care. I am at 8:32 p.m. tonight, when I look in the thing and see his channel's still up, and I hit the mail merge, it's on him. It takes 2 minutes to delete a YouTube account. 2 minutes. And I gave him 24 hours. After that, all bets are off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. It's going to be an interesting day. 8:32 p.m. tonight, I hit send on the mail merge if that filth is still on YouTube. And then he can explain to the Chappells why their name's shit all over all these places and why everybody's calling him saying, what the hell's going on here? He's going to have to explain why he put them in that position. Good luck in the unemployment line, Stacey Dixon. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you later. Bye. Oh, don't forget, please like, comment, share and subscribe. There is going to be quite an interesting travel log series. I am going to be doing several thousand kilometres on the road over the next couple of weeks, travelling all over New South Wales, down through to South Australia, Western Australia and Victoria. And I will be doing travelogue videos all the way of thousands of kilometres of different parts of the Australian countryside while I travel around and see some friends. So keep your eyes out for that. Just because these fools are gone doesn't mean to say I'm going to be gone. I've got a lot of content to put on the internet. And I've got a YouTube channel to do it with. You want to follow along on the journey around Australia? You're more than welcome. Catch you next time, folks. Siggy, siggy. Ooh, ooh. Bye now.